What's going on, everybody? Brent Swanson here at Maximum Muscle Report here at the NPC Illinois State with the one and only IFBB pro, Mikaila Soto. How are we doing? She just stepped off stage. She had a wonderful routine. Kind of tell us about your routine, where it came from, how you came about this awesome outfit. I'm just very curious about how this all came to pass.
Hi everyone, Mikaila the Rebel. My outfit represents the rebel, basically. I'm known as a warrior, and I figured what other place to promote myself as the rebel is being on stage as a guest poser. Costume, my theme music was also the rebel, and it has a lot to do with my my health and how I fought to get back to where I'm at right now, and my obstacles. And just like a little rebel, I never gave up and kept moving forward.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, I know I'm a little bit partial to you women's physique girls because my wife's actually one, but I love going to these shows now, and then you're seeing more and more women's physique girls who are being the guest posers at shows. And I'm not picking on us bodybuilders, but us bodybuilders tend to get on stage, hit a bicep, and we're just so blocky, and it's not really that entertaining. Whereas when you girls get on stage, it's a show, you're performing. You got the dress, you have the music, and you actually move to the music, and you hit poses with the songs. Where do you think, I guess my whole thing is, where are girls just more creative, or where are we missing it as far as bodybuilders go? Because you've definitely, have something going on here with this guest posing.
Well, I can't speak for others, but I love music, so music is like food for my soul. So the minute I hear music, I want to dance around, and with being figure, you dance around and you do some poses with it. And then, I am a big fan of Halloween, so believe me, do I have costumes. So the minute I was offered to come in and do a guest posing gig, I will not turn that down. I love guest posing, I have high energy, and I got a lot of calories I need to burn anyway. So, unlike the bodybuilders, I tell you what, Kyle Green, that right there. Kai, let's me and you do something together. Let's blow it up.
I want to see that. That'd be amazing.
He puts on a show himself. He's got costumes, routines, and some good flexing, some great energy, and that's what I'm about. So I want to entertain, and I like it. I like it a lot.
And it makes it so much more entertaining, as somebody, and I think it brings more people to the sport when you see that somebody, a guest poser, really puts time and energy and effort into what they're doing. So let's go ahead and switch gears from there. Let's talk about what's next for you this season, and tell us about the shows that you have coming up and where they are.
Okay, so here I am today at NPC, and it is the 7th of May, right? 6th.
I think so.
I believe so. So I have another show in about 4 weeks at Puerto Rico Pro, and hopefully if I do well, I'll be doing one close to the 4th of July here back in Chicago at the Wings of Strength. So I'm not sure how it's going to go, but crossing my fingers, I get enough points or maybe win, and I get to go to Olympia.
Yeah. Now, it's funny. Actually, Autumn and I were looking at pictures of, how the sport of women's physique has grown, how it's changed over the years and everything like that. You being a now, figure veteran, physique. Yes, you did.
I started as figure back 9 years ago. Yeah. I was pro figure, so I switched over to physique. Right. And it's changed a little bit, but I'm still hanging on.
Right. How do you feel where the sport is right now, and especially with the popularity and everything? I guess what are some biggest things that you think are different when it first started as to now, and where do you see it going here in the future?
Well, how do I explain that? Everything changes with time, obviously, and some things progress, some things, go the opposite way. I feel that it's changed a lot with the body type, but I'm always going to stay true to me. And I can't worry about what everyone else looks like. I just have to worry about myself, coming in as conditioned as I can and putting in all my effort. And hopefully the judges can see that, because there's many different sizes. It's changed it used to be, smaller, a little bit bigger than figure, but not as big as bodybuilding. So to me, it's changed just slightly, but when you're on stage by yourself when they do see you. So it doesn't matter who's to your right and who's to your left. You just need to come in at the best condition that you can, because when you're on stage as a solo, no one else is around you. So it just has to be what you look like. So I focus on what I look like, and I'm hoping that when the judges see that, they're like, oh, well, her symmetry is great. She may not have like quadzillas or, boulder shoulders, but everything is proportioned to where it needs to be. And maybe they, take that in consideration, and I'm not as bulky as a lot of them. But, this is the way I've started doing physique, and I, continue staying, with more progress and more, symmetry and, striations and all that good stuff. So.
Well, I personally love your look. I've always been a fan of your look. And, I think that's just a great attitude to have for any competitor, whether you're a regional competitor here competing today, whether you're an IFBB pro who's been doing this for a while. As long as you keep coming in better and keep coming in tighter and staying true to yourself and what your physique is, it's really you're competing against yourself. You don't know who's going to show up, you don't know where you're going to place, but if every time you get on stage you become a better version of you, then to me, that's what counts. We all want to win, and I think you're going to do great, but I think what's even greater about you is your attitude and the attitude that you have for the sport.
I'm just happy to be there. If anyone knows my history, I've been in wheelchairs, I've been in a coma, I've been ill. So the fact that I can get up and be on that stage, I am a happy soul as can be. So top 10 to me, I'm happy. You know why? Because I'm there, I'm performing, and I walk up from a bed, hospital bed, and I'm in a condition that I am in now. So, of course everybody wants to win, like you said, but I'm just happy at all times, and I put in all my dedication and all determination, hoping to do the best that I can, and I want to look better than I did the last time, each time.
I think that's a great thought process to have, and I personally think you have a great shot at winning because I'm a big fan of your physique, and we're gonna see how you do here at Maximum Muscle Report and the shows leading up. But she's an awesome person. If you don't follow her on social media, follow her. She's always having motivational things up, and she's a wealth of knowledge. She's been doing this for so long. So whether you're a regional competitor or you just turned pro, I highly suggest that you follow this woman on her road. And we here in the Midwest and at Maximum Muscle Report are definitely rooting her on. So this is Brent Swanson from Maximum Muscle Report here with Mikaila Soto, the guest poser here at the NPC Illinois State. We're out.